So, hello and welcome. A welcome return after a week off a couple of weeks ago. So, it's about 4 weeks since you last saw us. I don't know whether we're going to get any audience at all because one of our audience members, one of our most loyal audience members, has joined us and he is just down there. Hi, Jerry. We'll introduce you a little while later on. Or maybe we'll introduce you now, actually. Jerry, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and also about your new character, Ilana Lena Petrova?
Thank you very much, Matthew. I'm delighted to be here to join you on your live stream. Yes, my name's Jerry. I'm based in London, and this is my first return to role playing after a sort of quite a hiatus. I came back to it with the Alien RPG during lockdown, and managed to scared the pants off some of my friends while stalking them with an alien through lockdown, which was great fun. Previously, I did a bit of role playing in school and in college, so it's been a little while since I've done this. Yeah, I'm quite a history buff, so this game of the Night Witches was really appealed to me, and also the system and the way it was set out with the narrative nature. I'm really excited and delighted to be invited to come along and join in today. Earlier today, I rolled up a characters, and in as much as you roll up a character in this system, so that's Lena
There's not much rolling, is there?
Petrova. Yes, trip over the Russian
well, tell us a little bit
army.
about Lena and the way of building a character. So, Night Witches, we should explain to any new audience that we have with us, is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. Powered by the Apocalypse has this system of character generation called playbooks. So, first of all, which playbook did you choose, Jerry?
I chose the Hawk playbook.
Has anybody else chosen that? Things about. Anyway, it doesn't matter if there's more than one Hawk. So just going through that playbook, which I'm just going to pull up another one here, just so we can go through it. What rank did Elena take?
Elena came out as a junior lieutenant.
And so where did you put your stats? Because
oh yeah, this was quite an important. And so in the end, she being a junior lieutenant, she got a +1 and a -1, or just keeping everything at 0. So she put an extra +1 at skill, taking guts down to -1 and keeping luck at 0.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much all. Well, the other thing that you have to consider is what role you have within the team. And so my character, when she's in action, she may be dead, she may be missing in action, nobody knows. Is the misanthrope. Which one did you tick?
I ticked the adventurer role.
Oh, excellent. Given that you are probably about to crash, it's probably good to get adventure because you get a slight advantage on the wheels down. Advance if you walk away from a wrecked aircraft. That's brilliant. So yeah. Let me just spend a bit of time linking the show to our audience. Do you want to say, while I'm doing that, Nicholas, what you can remember about the last adventure? We're still waiting for two players, John and Mohammed, who are joining us. So ideally, I'd like them all to be here before we start, but we'll start without them if they can't make it in time.
Yeah. So last time we transferred to a new duty station, Pashkovskaya, and our wise leaders decided that we should do a daylight supply drop. But before that, what happened before that? Yes, we were one of our crew went to get some paint. Was it?
Yeah, so well, a number of things has happened, and I must admit I'm struggling even now to remember everybody's names. But the
That
character
was Alyona, no?
Alyona was being played by Thomas.
Jason.
Jason, right? Yes. So yeah, so Thomas had Thomas's character had tried to cause a bit of trouble with the male squadron, implying that one or two members were guilty of bourgeois behavior. But Alyona had done a deal with a member of that squadron's air crew to get some blue paint. And what was that deal?
Well, she had to give him some quality time.
Shall we say that? Yes.
Yeah.
And let me just see if I. Oh, damn. Sorry, I'm linking to myself here. Stop playing me. Okay. I'm not gonna. I'm trying to do two things at once, and that's not working. So I'm just going to quit out of that. Yeah. So she made quite a sacrifice to get hold of the blue paint, which has given you a slight advantage. You get to add one to the mission pool, but I think that advantage has been spent already because Bruce's character didn't do so well with the navigation, did she? No, not Bruce. Thomas's character.
Thomas.
Sorry, that's me being incredibly racist towards Australians there. Assuming they're all called Bruce. Yeah, Thomas's character didn't do terribly well with her role and had to use that mission pool to get a partial success. And part of that partial success is that she has dropped the cargo mostly on target, but your Russian ground troops are going to have to break cover to get some of it back, and also attracted the attention of an ME-109. So if we head now to the present, Anna, you have that ME-109 on your tail, and when last we saw it, it was just coming up close to you. But now I just want to imagine this episode begins with a burst of machine gun fire. Now, if we go to our shared screen here, and I select this one, enemy fire is the move that I am making now. And you have to roll plus luck. And since you're the only crew member here to do that, you've got to get 10 or more on your dice.
With a -1 on luck, as I have it.
You have a -1 on luck. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a 7. Not that bad, actually. A lot better than I was hoping for.
Yeah, that is pretty good. So the old girl holds together, but you do have to take 2 consequences. You and your fellow airwoman are already marked from the previous roll. I remember that. I'm going to suggest that we might split 5 harm between you and your pilot, and indeed give your pilot most of that harm so that you remain in control of the airplane, given that we know. So that would, if you gave Thomas's character 3 harm, that would require hospitalization for Thomas, thereby excusing him from this episode, because Thomas is in Australia and is unable to make it today. And you took 2, so that's one thing. I'm just going to suggest that to you.
Well,
but you can also do your plane is damaged, which triggers a wheel down later. But I think you've already taken damage to your plane, and you've got to do then a second one, which would be another plane in your section goes down, and I get to decide which.
So how about Jason is Aljona is piloting a plane, right?
Yes, with Major Kira in the observation seat. So that would be the one. If you chose another plane in your section goes down, it would be
that one.
It would be Jason.
Yeah. So
Aljona's plane.
That's what I choose.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking, well, okay, I'll I mean, I could split those 5 harm between you however you like. I'm thinking.
Yes, I'm thinking you've got a choice here about whether you come out with a minor injury and you kill Thomas's character, or whether you're fairer and you come out with a serious injury and you take Thomas's character out, but you're still flying the plane.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems the fairest all round. So the bullets rip through your PO2, and you can see you've taken a hit, probably in a thigh or something like that, but nothing major. You feel you're not bleeding too heavily. It hurts like heck, but ahead of you, in the pilot's position, you both got the same controls, but ahead of you, your pilot slumps forward and pulls and pushes down on your stick, so you've got to pull up, otherwise you're both going into the ground. Meanwhile, we focus on Vedomaya, which is a sort of third plane in the flight. And welcome, Jerry. You have a choice of making. Well, first of all, are you a pilot or are you a navigator?
I think she's a pilot. I'm a pilot, Matthew.
Your plane has taken no damage. You can potentially. Here's Mohammed. Excellent. Welcome, Mohammed. Welcome. You're still without your pilot, but sure. John is on his way. So where are we? So you're a pilot, Jerry, Elena. I would give you the opportunity, if you like, to make another. It's not an attack run in this case. It's a low-level flight to drop your cargo. Would you like to do that?
To drop the cargo. Yes, let's try and do that. So it's 2d6, isn't it? Looking for 7 or better.
2d6 you're rolling, yeah. And if we go to what you'll be doing here, you want to roll plus guts. Your guts is +1, if I remember.
No, my skill is +1. My guts is -1.
Oh, your guts is -1. So okay.
That's a natural 9 -1 brings me down to 8.
Okay, it's a hit. And in this case, you can decide whether you want to fire through or fly through a storm of flak, whether you too have not quite deposited all the cargo in the right place. You could choose whether another section is damaged, and you can choose whether you and your fellow another plane in the section is damaged, or whether you and your fellow airwoman are marked.
Well, considering the amount of flak and and also if there's ME 109 in the area, the flak may have logically stopped. So I don't think
Well,
I can
let me
pull
say that what I'd
one.
be doing here is the ME 109 would attack you as well, rather than flak.
Okay, yes, yeah. Well, in that case, I shall go for the you and your fellow airwoman are marked.
Okay, so you can take a mark. When we get back for the debrief, you can choose which of the marks on your sheet are you choose, and your fellow airwoman is an NPC in this particular time until you put the detail together again a bit later on. So yeah, so sorry, you were marked, and what else did you say that you hadn't quite hit the target, or did you choose enemy fire, Jerry?
Oh, enemy fire.
Enemy fire. Okay, then. Let's cut to you making another roll. This ME 109 does a barrow roll after it takes down Aliona's plane and sees you making an attack and thinks it's damned cheeky, and comes after you as well. So, can you roll 2d6 again plus luck, which is for you 0? Is it?
So that's plus luck. So that's 5 and a 3.
5 and a
that's
3
an
is 8. So again, you're stuck there with taking 2 of those things. Take some. You're already marked, so you can't choose that one. Or can you take a second mark? Actually,
Why not? I don't know, but why not?
If the rules say it, I guess we can take double mark. There is no condition that we said you can be unmarked twice. Let me check.
yeah. Let me just quickly check. I've got my full rules here, so I'll just have a quick look. See if I can spot anything. No, I think you can. Yeah, I think you can take marks. Sorry, I didn't give you that choice, Nicholas, but I think the choices we made together were the right ones for the drama. You can take a mark. What else are you going to do? Are you going to take damage to your plane?
I think I better take some damage now, shouldn't I? If I've been.
Well, you've got a choice of whether if you're going to be
sounds
marked.
like I pulled up a little too quickly from the from
your
attack run or
Yeah.
the run in, and exposed my tail to this this 109 as it peeled round for a second attack.
That's right. So the plane itself is damaged, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, which will be triggering a wheels down for you and for Nicholas later on. Alia, Anusha, you're watching all of this. What are your thoughts? Have you made your attack run?
No.
Or dropped your cargo?
I guess we dropped our cargo in last session, and we were attacked by the ME 109. So I guess this is our last scene. We already, I guess we missed it, and Jason character dropped the cargo, and we succeeded the mission, but we got caught.
So I'm not going to catch you in enemy fire because unless you want to make another attack run, because Everybody so far has dropped their cargo, not quite on target. It's kind of good enough, but you imagine that the commissars will be arguing why you were making our fellow Russians ground crew targets for the Germans and not hitting.
I
in the
guess
safe zone.
it's probably just confused the Nazis now. So I guess I go for dropping the bomb.
Okay, well, it's not the bombs. Remember, it's the
car.
the cargo for you're
Oh,
dropping
it's okay.
supplies to your Russian
okay.
friends.
Sorry, it's an attack run. Okay, maybe they can help us down the
Okay.
109 because.
Okay, and we don't have John here, who is your pilot.
And I am bad at luck. I have -1 luck. Okay,
Right.
attack run.
Attack run is for guts.
I got 1+1 in guts.
Okay, so make that roll.
If it should have been skills. 11.
11. Yeah. You're still going to choose one of these, though.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, choose one. Right. Sorry.
I have to choose one. Of course, I will get marked. Yeah.
Okay. You and John will get marked then when John returns.
Sorry, John. Sorry, Zaika. the best of do evil, yeah.
Let's just. Has anybody kept an eye on the Discord to see where John is?
I will check.
No, nothing yet. Nothing yet from John. Okay. Right then. I think you did a very brave run there, given that the 109 was still in the air, but it looked like he had to return. He was running low on fuel and decided it was having caused quite a lot of damage and taken at least one plane down. He flew off, leaving you guys to limp home. Now, I believe that both sorry, forgive me, I'm getting my names confused. That you, Anusha, and Zaika can land perfectly well this time. So you go in for the first landing, land the plane without any difficulties, and look anxiously skyward, where you know that you have 2 damaged flight members coming in. And Jerry, I'm going to make you roll wheels down first. Now, if we come back here to wheels down.
Did we get a +1 forward, as it said in the attack run? After an attack run by a leader, if the other
you're leader, aren't you? Yes. Yeah. If other pilots decide to make an additional attack run, they enjoy. Well, but you're the last to make an attack run. But I will let one of you, one of these planes, have a +1 on their wheels down.
Okay, I have to decide, right?
Yep. I'm not going to make that decision for you.
Okay, so probably decide by fate. So 1, 3, it's Elena, and 4, 5, 6, it's Anna. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Elena. It's Anna.
So, Elena, you're doing this on your own thing, but you are luckily an adventurer, so you do get a bit of an advantage in wheels down.
So as I'm coming in, I'm feeling a bit of wind shear. The pedals have gone a bit soft, and it's a bit difficult to control. I think something's kicked loose from that 30 mil shell that just went through my tail. So let's see if I think
specifically your rudder might not be working that well. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, and lining up on the flaming barrels and seeing the runway, and here we go, and 4, 5, 6.
6.
7.
+7. Okay, so I think you've just about made it down. You prang the plane and choose just one consequence from this list. Normally, people would choose 2, but given that you're an adventurer, you get to decide. The plane's unflyable. There's a casualty on board. You split 3 harm between you and your co-host. The commissars are also watching, and they note your lack of skill, or your landing puts you in immediate danger.
I like it. Yes, I think I'll just take the raised eyebrow of the commissar as the landing gear cracks under the weight of my landing, and one of the wings kicks loose as the propeller digs into the dirt and
You're making the
digs a
plane
long
unflyable
rut
as well.
down the
No, your plane isn't unflyable. It's a very clumsy looking landing, but it's actually you've saved the plane. Pretty much. You're quite proud of the landing, but yes, I think it has been noticed, and particularly after well, we shall see what will happen later in the debrief. So yeah, let's just make your plane a little bit difficult to move off the runway. But finally, they get it out of the way, and the way is clear for you, Anna, to make your landing.
And I'm feeling quite nervous because I haven't done this that much. Because,
Yeah.
I've been wayfinding mostly, and so nervously. But then I have +1. Was that?
You've got a +1 from Alia. Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh no. What did you roll, Nicholas?
Snake eyes, huh?
No, well, almost. A 2 and a 1.
2 and a 1 is 3.
That's my 1.
4.
4.
Oh
and then
my
5
God.
plus my 1. But, it doesn't help. It doesn't help.
So,
is there anything left in the mission pool?
No, I don't think so.
You had the extra difficulty of your poor pilot slumped against the stick, making it really heavy. And as you say, you're not great at flying anyway.
No.
You have other strengths. So this plane comes crashing down heavily and bursts into flames. Now, can we rescue you? What can we do with a fiery wreck? Let's just have a quick look down here.
Can I? Okay, let's check your GM first, and then maybe I can try something.
Let me just have a quick look at my GM moves here. Give me a moment.
Because I'm thinking last time I tried to save Nicholas, I was tossed off of an airlock, so I'm considering my options.
This is not actually the full book. Give me a moment. There we go. Let me have a quick look at this one. Okay. So I'm going to give you an opportunity and name the price. You can get out of this. Hold on a second. Let me just do that again. You can get out of this fiery wreck, Anya, but you're not going to be able to get your pilot out. The price of your survival uninjured is the death of your injured comrade.
Well,
Otherwise, the alternative, if you want Thomas to live, then we go to one of the special moves, which is you describe your injuries and how they take you out for the rest of the session. I don't particularly want you to do that because we've only got 3 of you for the session anyway at the moment.
yeah.
But I will let you do that if you don't want to kill
Well,
Thomas in his absence.
Can I tempt fate? And
Okay, I'll let you tempt fate. Yeah. Let's come back to this screen. Give me a moment. So as we talk about, let's get this one up here. When you tempt fate, you roll plus guts. On a 10, you do it. On a 7 to 9, you do it, but not without cost.
okay.
And I've already offered you that hard bargain. So so I think we know what the cost is.
Oh, okay. So I will roll for the tempt fate plus guts. Okay. So I don't have any lucks in guts. So it's okay. Nice. 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10.
10. You scrape it through. Okay. So what is it you're trying to do as you rush towards this burning aircraft?
I am saying to probably Zaika, because she's the closest to me, that we have to run to the burning plane and pull the pilot and the navigator. Even we would take some burn, if we take some harm.
Okay.
We don't want to lose any. I just remember your character and John's. So I don't want to lose any the team members. So I'm running toward the crash.
Okay. Well, I think that's fine. So I gave Anya a hard choice, but your crewman and the leader of the detail is rushing to make you not have to make that choice, and by the skin of his teeth, he's managing to do it. So I think he works on Bruce's character. Look, Bruce, I am sorry. I apologize to all of Australia, but particularly to Thomas. I can't remember his real name, let alone his character name. So Thomas's character is pulled limp and lifeless, but actually living from the flames by Anusha and Zaika, giving you time to escape yourself, Anna. But then the plane just burns.
No.
And when you have a moment to recover, you see hold on a second. I'm just gonna have a quick look at who you see, because I found this list. Is it this list? And give me a moment. I found this list of people. Oh, which I hadn't spotted before. Oh, I can't find it. Don't worry. I found a list of
the
people.
penultimate page.
Is it the penultimate page of that handout?
Yeah.
No, it's not that one. That's a random name generator. But actually, I found a list of sort of senior officers somewhere, but it might not be here.
It's on the GM reference page, right?
Yeah. This
That's
one.
one. That's the one.
Yes. You see the logistics and training officer, Lieutenant Maria Marsha Petrova, sighing somewhat as she looks at the devastation. Yet another PO2 ruined. The crew brought out, and she notes one plane not returning. As you walk past, she says, your flight having 4 planes has been a luxury we can no longer afford. You will only have 3 aircraft from now on.
She's talking to Anya or to the
Just
debriefing?
to you as a group, as you come limping past, or I imagine you put Thomas's character on a stretcher, and you're carrying them towards the infirmary.
Can use the mark that I took to speak truth to power.
Is that the mark you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you do that if you're going to stand up now. I might have concentrated on getting my siblings there, my comrades back to the infirmary, but you make your choices.
Because she want to limit our crew to 3 planes only, so we want to do full force. So I wanted to speak the truth that if she could find any crew or any team that can drop supplies in the middle of a Nazi's stronghold and being chased by an ME-19, she's welcome to find any crew member that are brave enough to venture with our planes.
You're
so if you want to,
up, aren't you? You talk like you're speaking truth to power, but that is coming across as you acting up.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Have you got any medals?
Nope. Medals, no, I don't.
Right, so you can decide whether you're wording this like a hooligan or whether you're acting like a natural-born Soviet airwoman. You are definitely not, in my feel, acting like a lady, but you can argue that case as well.
I'm talking with the utmost respect, but within the utmost respect is some sort of not a hooliganism, but
so a natural-born Soviet airwoman, then, eh?
I was okay. I guess lady like no. So our role was 0 medals. Yeah.
0 medals. Yeah.
Yeah. 8.
8. Choose one of those options you've got there.
By acting up, make someone do what you want. If the person posing it, she can do it. Ensure that there are no consumers. Okay, I'll probably ensure that there are no consequences for acting up. Okay, I'll choose the second one.
Okay. Well, that's good, because that 3 plane rule, I actually realized we started with 4 planes in the training mission, but actually generally there are only 3 planes on this mission. So I was just doing a little bit of retconning, effectively, or not retconning, making us apply the rules. I've been thinking we've been having 4 planes in our flight, and we shouldn't have done. But from now on, you are down to 1 plane. She will forgive your outburst, given everything that the flight has been through. But I think there are other consequences to bear in mind.
Sure.
When we come to the debrief. So you're given time to recover. It's unusual that you guys fly daytime anyway. It's coming into the evening. You're not going to be taking straight off again this evening. Indeed, there's repairs to happen before any of you can fly again. Well, apart from you, Zaika and Anusha.
So I'm. Do I need medical care?
No. So with your 2 points of damage, I believe you are. Give me a moment. I can find this.
A day away. So if I don't fly now this night and I sleep a night, then I'm fine.
Yes, that is what I believe.
I suggest to Anna that she should go to the medical orderly to get checked out.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, do that. I will do that. And then
diligent aid and a day away from duties removes it. So the medical orderly immediately signs you in, and you are bedridden for the rest of the day. You miss the debrief.
Well, in bed, I write a report, clearly outlining the strong opposing forces and the aircraft, the Messerschmitt attacks on us, and how well we did deliver those supplies, even without that threat. And then I have this report filed, so I'm using my move permanent file. When you submit an official report to your superiors, roll skill.
Okay.
And so I do that, and I get a 9 + 1, 10.
10.
So I can then choose either to mark someone, change accepted truth of a situation, and add one to the mission pool. So I'm going to add one to the mission pool for the next mission, and I'm want there to be no consequences for Anusha for acting up.
She already had no consequences for acting up.
Okay.
The acting up that there were going to be consequences for was Thomas's character's dropping the male regiment members in the proverbial doo-doo earlier on. So do you think you can do that? You might be able to turn yourselves into heroes by your report and avoid the consequences of that bit of acting up, which I was planning to enforce on you.
If you can, yeah. And she almost sacrificed her life now.
Well, yeah, and she is now lying dead.
Yeah.
And so you're going to recommend her for a medal.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay, that might just do it. Right. Okay. So you're writing that report. The other two, let's look at a debrief. Anusha, I guess you're the person doing this, but you may well take support from the still standing members of the flight. So Elena comes with you to make your final report. And with this, what do you want to say, having calmed down now a bit?
Yeah. We succeeded our mission. We got some casualties and some planes were burned down, but the supplies are dropped to the men's. They are advancing in their positions. They suffered less casualties, and I said before, one plane and the regiment is now safe, and they didn't lose their position, and they are even advancing. So I guess our loss is not is not comparable to the gains that we've got advancing upon the Nazis.
I don't think I'm going to make you roll anything for that. I don't know that they've yet got John's report. Nicholas's report, but obviously that's going to come.
Yeah, and I am saying that Elena, she news to the crew, Lena, but she's bravely fought her way to assist making the drop, even for Anya and the others.
She maybe speaks up, the training officer. Sometimes bravery might be confused with recklessness. What's your rank now, Anusha?
I am senior lieutenant.
Senior lieutenant. I would keep an eye on your crewmate, lieutenant. We cannot afford to lose totally more planes in foolhardy maneuvers and heavy landings.
Yeah, we will try our best. But given what we got, we'll try to do our best.
So you've got a night off, and then of course you've got the day off, but you'll be having another mission tomorrow night. So how? Well, Nicholas is in hospital writing his report, but what are the other two of you doing?
I guess we lost Lena, but for me, I will.
I'll bring Alina back in. You're back in now, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Sorry about that. I think the internet fell over for a moment. Do I have an opportunity to make a report now, comrade?
It's anything you want to add? Yes, you can if you so desire.
Well,
oh, we've lost Elena again. Obviously, fate doesn't want Elena to make a report.
No problem.
I think he might be coming back. Or is that John? Add to stream. I've got two Elenas now.
The more the merrier.
See if I can remove that one. There you go, Elena. You're back again.
Back again. Sorry about that. I point out in my report how the commander went around twice. Also, we went up against a state-of-the-art fascist fighter with three unarmed trainers, and got three of them back. So, in actual fact, that's actually pretty good going.
Well, you went up with four and only got three of them back.
I think you're slightly overreacting about the fact that this.
You went up with four planes.
Yes, four, but we got three of them back.
Brought three back and crashed one of them in flames. So
that's 75% success.
50, in my opinion. I can see, Elena, you are what we call an optimist, and indeed, it is great to have such optimistic people. But my advice still stands that you're commanding off. Oh, we've lost Elena again. I'm gonna take Elena out. Seems to be quicker coming back. There we go. She says, my advice still stands. I would watch this one. She is overconfident.
I'm just trying to.
Go ahead, Jerry.
I'm just. Thanks, Matt. I'm just trying to reflect what we were up against there, comrade. It's it would have been far worse without the great leadership of Anushka.
Honored.
To which she salutes, turns around, and walks out of the tent.
Excellent.
Honored to have you, Lena.
Right. So after the briefing, you have the rest of the night, which is unusual for you guys, because you're normally in the air at night time. Is there anything you want to do? And we will show you effectively the day moves for the night, and this is for tomorrow as well. So you might just want to get a night's sleep and do other things with your day moves. It's entirely up to you guys.
I think Anya gets a letter
Ah, yes.
that she reads. That reads, "Dear Anya, I don't know if I should write this letter, but someone has to. Sasha's parents are too distraught to do it. Sasha is dead. He was killed in action during the fascist onslaught 3 months ago. It surprised me when he came to me and told me that you two had broken up. I always had a sweet spot for him, although I would never act on that, you being my best friend. Well, one thing led to another. And then he had to go away too, to protect the motherland. Now he's gone forever. I'm not sure this is the right thing to do, but I feel you have to hear it from me before you hear it from someone else. Sasha did leave me something to remember him by. I carry his child. Don't hate me. You are still my best friend, but I understand if I'm no longer yours. Please write to his parents. They are desperate to hear from you. Love always, Ninochka."
So is that your mark?
That's my mark, yes.
And which one was that? The death of a lover. The
Suffer the death of a friend or a lover, yes.
yeah. Very good. Very good. I like that. Had you prepared that in advance? Or was that
No, I
improvised?
just made it up now. I just
Excellent.
made it up. No, yeah, no, sure. Of course I prepared it in advance.
Well done. Excellent. So when the orderly comes to take your report away, they handed you that letter. So how do you react to that?
She just makes a ball of it and throws it away and starts crying. And yeah.
Do I? Go ahead, Nicholas.
Well, she's lying there in the infirmary. She's not going anywhere. She'll sleep badly.
Yeah.
Um,
Who else is marked? Are either of you two marked? You are.
Yeah, I have two marks.
okay,
You have two marks. So you've got that little list on the right-hand side of your playbook, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Are there
Yep.
any of those that you want to do now?
I could tell a story from home.
Excellent. Yeah.
And
are you going to
yes, I
tell the
could tell a
story to
story.
Anusha as you're in the, I'm guessing, maybe even the officers' mess, enjoying a vodka?
Well, yeah, I think we probably collapse into the officers' mess for a stiffener just to to calm the nerves after that. And amongst my things, there's a leather bound photograph. So I in the conversation, I show this photograph, and in it there's it's a family group, and from the left to the right there are two tall men standing in the early style Russian uniform at the beginning of the war. They're young, and Lena leans in, pointing. These are my older brothers. These are my older brothers.
What they're called?
They've
Do you want me to put
this is
the
Pavel.
random name generator up on the screen for you?
Yeah, I just I just did that. That is Pavel and Boris. In front of them, there's a shorter, squat child, a little younger, a bit more rounded, with spectacles on. This is my next brother, Alexei, and then just in the other group, there's her parents, a short, stern-looking woman with a baby, little Nikolai, sitting on his or a young boy, little Nikolai, sitting on his on her knee, and then the final three is a distinguished-looking gentleman with a goatee beard, balding, and a suit, who has his hand on a younger Lena's shoulder, and she is holding the hand of Sasha, the youngest son. And so she explains the family and growing up in Moscow, and her father being a poet, and her wanting to get to work in the technical design department of the local factory. Her mother being a committed party member, and then she reflects back to. I reflect back, looking at my brothers. Both Pavel's missing, as is Boris. And so I had to. I had to do something. I had to volunteer, and I find myself here, and I'm so pleased that, comrade, that I got to serve in your outfit. I know we can. You're like an older sister to us, so I'll do my best not to let you down. And then
It's an
she
honor.
knocks back a shot of vodka.
It's an honor to have you in our regiment, Elena. If I may call you Elena, you are my sister also. We are all sister here. We'll stay together, and we'll die, or we'll die together.
So I'm
Cheers.
suggesting, Jerry, that
Salute.
for your second mark, you might want to take an advance and grow, which then gives you a choice of advancements. And you can, given that you spent this evening drinking with your leader, you can add a regard slot and fill it in. You could potentially increase in rank, particularly given that the at some point this report of Anna's is going to filter through. You could take a medal, or add a move. I'm not going to recommend you change duty stations, because I think I've still got one more session to run before we do that.
So
But
a
yeah,
move
or
would
if
give
you,
another. A move or a medal would just improve some of the skill rolls.
yeah. So the moves will be potentially different for every playbook. I'm not looking at Actually, I don't know whether they are, but I'm assuming they are.
They are.
Yeah. So you can have different moves that, as I say, I don't particularly know what the Hawk's got, or the harsh. So that's harsh lessons. You could increase in rank and raise skill, or one of your other things. But you can't get to major. But you could potentially be another letter.
Considering how dangerous these bloody aeroplanes are, I'm considering taking 11.4 meters tip to tip. When you
Oh, is
want
that?
to land in some new place, you can ask, is it remotely possible to land there? And the GM will tell you. If the answer is yes, you don't need to do a wheels down roll.
That sounds brilliant. Okay, I'll quite happily let you take that
Yeah,
one as you move. So
particularly after my
obviously,
last landing, it's probably good.
yeah. So check that one, and that is your harsh lesson, I think. And also check one of your harsh lesson boxes under advancement. And also, of course, check the advance and grow box under your marks. Anusha, did you end
Yeah.
up with any marks or anything?
Oops.
Mohammed?
Sorry. Didn't acting. Oh, so I acted up.
Yeah, I don't think you were marked by that. In fact,
okay,
you took
so
no consequences.
okay, so okay, let me choose one. Definitely not the first two. Permission, speak to, spread a vision, reveal a secret. Probably advance and grow.
Okay.
So in advancement, I will add. Maybe I will get a medal now. Honor and pride.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
being selfish now, so I probably get my first medal.
Okay. So I think probably the next morning, quite early on, oh god, I keep forgetting the characters' names. Give me a second. I've got to look it up. No, I can look it up. Well, I've got it here. Surely I've got it here. Give me a moment. Yes, Maria Masha Petrova invites you in, and she apologizes for her stern words yesterday. And she has a report by your colleague Anna that gives in some detail the risks that you face and the ingenuity with which you got out of the problems. She particularly admires that you worked with the men's regiment and managed to persuade them to give you some of their blue camouflage paint for the underside of your wings. And she recognizes the loyalty of your entire detail and says, once again, this is proof that you are an exceptional leader. And so gives you, I think, the Medal of Valor. Or says she's going to recommend that you get the Medal of Valor.
No. Okay.
But obviously, a recommendation in this game is as good as you being able to draw a box around that medal and claim it for your own and add +1 to your medals.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Anya, for the letter. I will go to Anya, of course, in the infirmary and thank her for her recommendation. Can are you still crying or?
No, I've stopped crying.
Okay, because I don't know about the letter, so probably I was trying to do something, but okay, I don't know about the letter. So I go to the infirmary and thank you, Anya, for the recommendation. They recommended me for a Medal of Valor. I guess this is the fruit of the work that we're doing together. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Yes. You know, I have the highest regard for you. Although after the last duty station, I was a bit disappointed, but that you seem to have lost the spirit,
Yes.
your fighting spirit. But
Yes, I am afraid seeing the first death under my watch, it was very hard. I was very heartbroken, you know, seeing my two sisters that we have just entered the training together and entered the camp together. We were together from the beginning, so see them lost and burned in front of me, it was very heartbroken. I lost the spirit, but being with all of you surround me, you pushed me forward. Thank you.
well, I understand. Well, I just got some news that well, to be honest, I was disappointed with you, but I understand better now that the death of your dear ones can touch you and affect you in a way. And but you've proven that you're over it, and yes, I've nothing but admiration for you.
Thank you.
This is feeling a lot like somebody's reaching out to somebody, but I don't know who is doing the reaching out. Obviously, Anusha, you went to the hospital, but Anna, you've just laid your heart bare. So, so which one of you wants to make a reaching out role, or do you just want to have this as a poignant bit of scene without any risky or hazardous effects whatsoever?
I guess I'm just sensing there's something wrong with the tone of Anya and mentioning that she understands now the loss of someone. It's consider eyeball or reach out.
Ooh, eyeball.
Question is,
Size up a personal situation. What? I kind of feel that we're beyond that and really looking at the reaching out in terms of you've opened up to each other, and particularly you've got Anna to open up to you. So I kind of feel a reach out would be would give you the better benefit.
Okay. So,
as opposed to eyeballing Anna and realizing that her lover's just died, which she's effectively told us all already, and told you again now.
Okay. I'll probably. So reach out is without any skills, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Although, you know what? Actually, Anna, do you want to roll this one? Because you are the one that revealed a significant truth here.
Sure.
I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
5. Well, are there any consequences?
There's no consequences. I think Anusha feels she's done you some good, but hasn't necessarily done you. She goes away seemingly satisfied I think you maybe wanted to talk more. I'm now feeling bad. I didn't let her eyeball you and realize that, but such is the way of this. You go away. She goes away feeling that all the air is clear between you, but possibly you wanted to open up some more, and she shut you down. I think. So, obviously, we're not going to get to do another mission this evening, but Anusha, I think it is time for you to prepare another mission. And we had all agreed, I believe, that we were going to do basically just 2 missions in each station, and then hand on to somebody else. So so I'm looking at the list of missions. And if you give me a moment, I'll share it with you guys. And I'm noticing already that I've done something wrong last time. So if we go to this list of missions here, I shouldn't have made you make a wayfinding roll. Instead, you should have all had to endure enemy fire. So I think the way it worked out is probably better for everybody.
Yeah.
We can choose one of these other missions. I'm just wondering whether it might be fun, since we're kind of rushing through these, to do Mission C, attacking your own airfield, next week. Right. But if there's any of these other ones here you'd like to do, remember we did some of these before because of a misprint. Some of these are on Pashkovskaya's missions, and we didn't do those ones. We did some of these instead. So we did the I think the heavily defended village and the rail yard.
I guess okay was the C1, if okay with you, Anya.
Sure.
I guess advancement for everyone if we survived. That's fair enough.
There's advancement even if you don't survive. You only have to participate. It doesn't say anyone who survives advances.
Oh, okay. Maybe as a ghost, as a hunting spirit.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next duty station after this mission anyway,
and
right?
then we will move on to the next duty station. Exactly.
Yeah, but then when you do that, you advance anyway. So do we get 2 advances?
I think we'd get 2 advances. Yeah.
It's a gamble that we will take.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I guess that's it. Those of you who survive might only get the one that you earn on the mission. Sorry, those of you who survive get 2. Those of you who don't survive only get the one they earn on the mission. But let's do that next time. What is the time now? We have a little bit of time to
do a day job.
To prepare for that, yes. Again, let's go back to these day moves. So, as you come out of the infirmary, you notice a sudden sense of panic.
I guess Lena is back. She's backstage.
Lost.
Okay, let's bring her back in.
Yes, I'm sitting backstage.
There we go.
Hello. I overslept.
Well, after that vodka you drank in the bar last night, you wake up and find Alia has left. She's gone over to the infirmary and had a good heart-to-heart with Anna and cleared up absolutely everything between the 2 of them. But when you rouse yourself from your tent, having had a well-deserved lie-in, Elena, and as Alia comes out of the infirmary, and while Anna is being, well, I think it might start with you, Anna. You were expecting maybe to have another night in here, but you are very brusquely signed off as fit to fly by the doctor. And he gives you no explanation at all. Just says it's time to get out of the bed. Meanwhile, you catch a sight of Thomas's character, whose name I can't remember, even though I wrote it down on a piece of paper.
Valentina.
Valentina, that's it. You see Valentina still unconscious, being loaded into an ambulance. And there is a real sense of urgency among everybody in the airfield. There's lots of planes taking off, lots of fighters and the like. And then let's cut to you, Alia, and you are called into the chief of staff. Well, you're called into the squadron briefing room, which, as you know, is the secretary to the male briefing rooms sort of office, a very small room where you're met by Captain Evgenia Lobodeva, and she says the situation has changed. Our troops on the ground that you supplied so bravely yesterday have had to fall back, and now the fascists are marching straight for this airfield. Your mission, the one you need to prepare with utmost urgency, is to take off, to evacuate this airfield, and then to bomb it. They want to take it and they want to use it against us. And we can't, that runway must be ruined. There can be no way that any of the fascist planes can land here.
We will do our best. Is there any information in the field? I know it's our airfield, but do you know any weakness, any gas tanks that we can bomb to completely destroy it?
Well, the key thing is to bomb the airstrip itself. If we put enough craters in the airfield, they won't have enough room to land or to take off.
I wish to make.
Elena, do you want to talk?
So, comrade, it was a good thing I gave it a bit of a digging up on the landing yesterday. Then was it?
Yeah, we're going to need bigger holes than that, comrade.
Understood.
I wish to make the airstrip completely unusable for them, for runways, for supply, for living.
Yes, but don't waste your time on the hangars. They can't put any planes in the hangars if they can't land. Concentrate on the airstrip.
But there are fascists there, right? So,
well, not right now. Not right now. They're advancing on the airstrip, so we're evacuating. We don't want them to use this base against us. So as soon as the last plane is taken off, it will be your job to do so. But by the time we get all the planes in the air, given that we have to repair yours, Elena, they will be right on the edge of the airfield, and you will be risking enemy fire from the outset.
Okay. Am I overlooking any information? Sorry, go ahead, Nicholas.
What's the state of our planes? Are they all fit for, or do they need?
Well, luckily, you might have found it difficult to get a plane, Nicholas, but given that all the planes are going to be off the airfield, a replacement has been found for you. You're going to have to make an eyeball, though, to see just whether it's fit to fly.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, a 12.
12?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Or 13, actually. 13.
It's
about
new.
bloody time too. 13.
Yeah.
So we have plus 2 in our
Right. Okay. So basically, you get 2 successes effectively. You can ask 2 pertinent questions, and each one of those is +1 forward. That is to say, +1 on a dice roll that you want to make based on the answers to those questions. So it could well be, how can I get the parts I need to fix this plane, or what does the plane need, or what do I need to be aware of if I'm flying as is?
So what does this plane need to be repaired?
Okay. I'm gonna go from the list here. Why is this aeroplane fucked? Forgive me, my audience. And just having a quick look up on here. So these are things that might happen generally in flight, but I think you're looking at this and you realize that the landing gear is hanging on by a single bolt. This is probably the plane that Elena landed yesterday.
Well, that's the reason it's fucked is because I landed it so hard yesterday.
Yeah. And then how can I get that bolt?
Well, that's going to be a scrounge roll from you or somebody else. Somebody, you know.
If I wish to know someone who good at scrounging, maybe she will help us from beyond the grave.
Maybe. If she's beyond the grave. Yeah, so that's the scrounging. So I don't know who among you is the luckiest person that wants to, as the male pilots are getting their planes into the air and the aircrew are desperately getting their planes ready to fly. Who wants to root out exactly the sort of bolt that you need for your PO2?
Well, I can rush around and start shouting at riggers for assistance in getting it up and running and getting it getting the whole thing tightened, the airframe tightened up, so at least it'll hold together.
So do you want... Sorry. Have you got you've got nothing in extra luck though, have you, Elena?
I've no extra luck though. No.
Is it better, Nicholas, if you do it and you take your +1, or can you hand on your +1 forward? Yeah. Or give +1 forward to another and share in the outcome if you prefer. Yeah, you can do that with this +1 forward.
I am a minus luck, so
yeah. So what's your luck, Lena?
It's 0.
So that's a better.
That's so I'm the luckiest person with 0, am I?
Yeah.
What a lovely crew.
So that's 6, 9.
9. Okay. You get your bolt, but you have to choose.
I imagine.
Wait, wasn't it 1 + 1? So it's a 10.
Or was it? Is it 9 on your dice and you get the +1 from Nicholas?
From his 9 on the dice, forward. Yeah.
No, so it's a 10. Whoa!
Yeah.
You get your bolt. I was prepared for you to attract unwanted attention from some of the randy men on the airfield, but luckily they're too scared to be randy and they're desperately trying to get off and get the job done. So we've got that. Yeah, you've got that bolt. You can make that repair.
And yeah, we get one for the mission pool too. I see on that.
Yes, and I think you get +1 for the mission pool. Yeah.
So we have 3 now.
And then we should try the repair roll.
Yeah. I will prepare. Do a repair. Plus skill. 11 on my dice, +3.
11 on your dice +3. Show off. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you fix her, basically. No longer damaged. So,
Nice.
can I ask?
Do we took an extra mission pool for repairing so good?
Oh, go on. I'll let you have another one. Yeah. Okay. +2 on your mission pool. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm
We're getting
thinking
hooked.
there are only 2 planes. You and Zyka are going to be flying one.
Yeah.
And given the crew, given Valentina being so unwell and being whisked away in a hospital, I think it's going to be Nicholas, you and Elena flying the other. And if anybody else gets off the ground next week, it will be Valentina and whoever, if our Australian friends get to join us. But otherwise, we might assume it's just the 2 planes and maybe an NPC plane flying around next time.
Fair enough.
And it is now 1 minute to 10. So shall we stop this session there and agree to meet in 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes.
Cool.
Brilliant. So let's just say thank you very much to all our viewers.
It was
I
a very
should say
good run. You blessed us with your present, Jerry.
Excellent. And we'll say goodbye to everybody, and we will see you